Now, from making more money to talking about your kids about money, discussing finances with your little ones can be tough. So how do you answer their awkward questions? Certified financial planner Michelle Ogden joins us now to talk more about it. So tell me, when your little one says, "Mom, are we rich or are we poor?" what do we say?
You know, there's three things I encourage parents to do.
Okay.
Be open, be honest, and be upbeat. Whether you're rich or you're poor, it's a heart matter.
Right.
It really is.
And in terms of, it's tough for those who are on the lower end of scale who could use a little more money, and those who have enough money and, can still, each parent needs to instill the same values. It's of being humble, right?
Exactly. And if your child says, "Are we rich?" you really need to inquire, where's that question coming from? Was something said at school? Is someone making fun of you because you are or you're not? So you really want to just open that dialogue and then answer them honestly. If your child asks you, "Are you rich?" you want to say, "You know what? We are very fortunate. We have, and again, comparison with social media, you also want to say, well, compared to the Kardashians, we're dirt poor."
Right, exactly. That's another thing. And it's difficult, I think, for a lot of parents to, they want to give their kids the world, but it's difficult, that fine line of giving your child the world, but then not making them spoiled, even if you aren't, rolling in money.
and if you are on a limited budget, like my husband lost his job 3.5 years ago, it was the best thing that ever happened to us. My children did ask, "Are we poor now?" And I just was honest with them. I said, "You know what? There's seasons of lack and there are seasons of plenty. Right now we're going through a season of lack, but as long as we have each other, we have everything we need."
That's a great way to put it.
And just think of how many millionaires were born out of a poverty household. Mm-hmm. They would not be where they are if their parents had spoiled them. And I want to encourage people to read a book, and it's called The Opposite of Spoiled: Raising Children That Are Grounded, Grateful, and Have Smart Money, sense.
Wow. So
it's a really great book.
And it really builds those children to be who they are in the future. Exactly. In terms of how they manage money.
Whether you make $30,000 or $300,000, the children, they need to be aware of their limitations and not trying to compare themselves. The last thing we want are children that do not leave the household because they can't, provide the lifestyle for themselves that they're accustomed to.
All right, quickly, where can we reach you?
MichelleOgden.com.
Thank you so much. Always a pleasure.
Thanks.
Back to you, Tom.